Together, we can open up new possibilities for their future.
Together, we can provide a safe place for children.
Together is better.
Together, we can serve.
Together, we can give them a brighter future.
Together, we can provide more than 10,000 meals.
Together, we can be Jesus to the community.
Together, we can bring in students and lead them to Christ.
Together, we can show them what fun is.
Together, we can get them where they need to go.
Let's do this together.
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 Hello, 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 all my beautiful people. My name is Travell Haddix, and this is my co-host.
I'm Anaya Pointer, and Travell and I have been together in Franktown for a few years. Thank you for joining us this evening for our first ever virtual event.
Although this year has required us to do things differently, we are still excited to be in front of you tonight, so you can get to know this program that we love and know so well.
Yes, Franktown has played a huge role in our lives. In Franktown, we do things like learn about Christ, learn about sewing and cooking, gardening, and public speaking.
Yes, we learn things like woodworking and automotive. If we complete the automotive program, they can even gift us with a car, which you may see in a little about later. We have even taken golf lessons at a local golf course.
That's right, we have experienced so many new things.
So before we go too far, we want to tell you a little about us. Again, my name is Travell Haddix, and I'm a senior at Centennial High School, and I'm 18 years old. I have been in Franktown for 2 years, and since being a part of it, we have done a lot of things that we may not have ever gotten a chance to do without Franktown.
So again, my name is Anaya Pointer. I am 15 years old and a sophomore at Centennial High School. I have been with Franktown for 3 years. Since I have been in Franktown, I have got to visit more than 20 colleges and universities, as well as go on a few big-time trips.
Yes, we have been to places like Washington, D.C. to visit our nation's capital. We have also been to Clearwater Beach, Florida, where we got to see dolphins.
We also got to go to New York City, where we got to go to see the Statue of Liberty in the Empire State Building in Times Square. No matter what we're doing, we are doing it with friends and we're with people who love us. I am so thankful that y'all all here today to learn more about what we do.
Now we want to introduce their host for the evening, Mr. Jason Barton.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Franktown Open Hearts virtual event. We appreciate you joining us live this evening to get to know more about Franktown Open Hearts. My name is Jason Barton, and I will be your host this evening. I've known of Franktown for a couple of years now, and I love this ministry and the impact they play in this community. But before we explore more about Franktown, I want to give you some important information that will impact the success of this night. First, I want to draw your attention to our silent auction. Please take a look in the video description to view the link to our website that will take you directly to our wonderful silent auction. There, you can find some exclusive items to bid on that 100% of the proceeds go directly to serving the students of Franktown. Also included in our auction are some premier items. These items will be shown throughout the program tonight as well, so keep an eye out for these items. Both the silent auction and the premier auctions will remain open for bidding until tomorrow evening, Wednesday, September 30th at 7 p.m. So please go on and bid and tell your friends and family around you to log on too. This is a big part of our night, so thanks for getting involved and good luck. Lastly, we'll give you an introduction to Franktown, information about their impact and what the future of their impact looks like. You'll also see some exclusive videos from current and past Franktown participants, a message from the Franktown staff and board president, and finally, a direct way on how you, even from your home, can get involved. This program this evening will last about 45 minutes, so please stick around. We'd love to have you come and love on our community and serve with us. Now, I would like to show you a quick video of what Franktown's programs look like. Then, following the video, you'll hear from our Executive Director, Chris Barnhill, and the Franktown Board President, Daniel Dixon.
Hello again. Before we get too far into tonight, Travell and I wanted to sneak back in with some more of our premium items.
First, Franktown is proud to offer Lot 100, which is an 18-hole round of golf, including carts at the exclusive Nashville Golf and Athletic Club, which has been named not only one of the most challenging in the country, but is also home to one of the 18 greatest golf holes in the U.S.
Next, Franktown represents Lot 101, which consisted of 6 one-day Hooper passes at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida for the next magical adventure. These Hopper passes can be used in any combinations you desire to see Mickey Mouse in the game. Franktown represents Lot 102, a Jason Aldean autographed wooden Rowe guitar. This beautiful piece of American writing comes in a wooden and glass display case and is accompanied by a framed picture of Jason performing live in concert. No fan will want to pass up this opportunity.
Next, Franktown is proud to offer Lot 103, a 5-course meal for 8 in the comfort of your own home, prepared by Chef Chris Poley, a second-generation chef heavily involved in the Nashville dining scene. This package includes not only Chris' culinary skills, but also an original tablescape that will enhance your dining experience. Stay tuned for more premier items. For now, back to the show.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Franktown virtual event. We are the Tennant family. My name is Brandon, and this is my lovely wife, Crystal. And together, we help run the programming in the Franktown Open Hearts Ministry. Before we give you a brief overview of who we are and what we do here at Franktown, we would like to start this evening by introducing our staff members. These men and women pour many long hours into the lives of the students here at Franktown. Along with the volunteers, they are the heartbeat that makes this a phenomenal ministry for our community here in Franklin. For one, Chris Barnhill, he's our executive director. Stephanie Bain, our events coordinator. Courtney Yadivia, our office manager. Karen Brockington, our performing arts director. Jennifer Greenberg, our associate program director. Kaylin Miller, our program assistant. And lastly, Marianne Pointer, our transportation coordinator. These individuals, as well as countless numbers of volunteers, make this ministry thrive. Now that you know the staff, Crystal, will you do the honor of telling our viewers who we are here at Franktown?
Absolutely. Franktown Open Hearts is a nonprofit youth ministry that was established 15 years ago by our founder, Wayne Howe. We have always been committed to serving Franklin's inner city youth. Through the years, our ministry has grown and transformed into a safe place for students ages K through 12 to come. With the help of our volunteers and donors, we are able to provide hot meals, educational and vocational classes, and deliver the word of Jesus Christ directly to the students. Through many blessings, our students have been able to utilize a platform that will change their trajectory for years to come. With the help of many of you all, our kids have been able to experience and try things they would normally never have gotten the opportunity to do.
Each day after school and daytime hours during the summer months, Franktown provides different hands-on classes for students to attend. In these classes, students have the ability to learn and grow through lessons taught from our volunteers. Starting with our elementary kids, we introduce them to many things. They can receive tutoring help from volunteers. Students who may be behind in reading can take part in our reading program in conjunction with Let's Go Learn. Students can learn math facts as well as creative writing skills in our classes as well. From arts and crafts to just being kids and listening to biblical stories from our Inside Story program, kids can gain a firm foundation of biblical principles. Most importantly, students can learn the Word of God through scripture, song, and dance in our God Squad performing arts group.
In the middle school age, we start classes that allow them to get to know themselves more, and especially who they are in Christ. We introduce the students to more skill sets that enhance their daily lives. They can participate in our sewing class, our culinary classes, and in computer classes. Kids can learn how to defend their faith by taking apologetics. kids can learn how to master their time management skills with our partnership with Resurgence. From junior achievement to learning about the great outdoors, our students gain knowledge from an array of programs and experiences. Oh, and I almost forgot. They also learn musical expression through our performing arts program, which they call Jesus Squad. We call them J Squad. J Squad performs for live community events all over the city and the community.
When it comes to our high school students, it's all about exposure. From learning public speaking, personal branding, marketing, woodworking, and the vast many careers out there, students gain a ton of hands-on experience thanks to our volunteers. From learning how to drive, maintaining vehicles, to learning more high school vocational lessons such as woodworking and auto mechanics, the high school age is all about connecting students to their interests. From going on college tours, to earning the opportunity to see places such as beaches, Washington, D.C., and New York City, and our rewards trips. High school students is all about gaining that real-world experience. So many kids in our program have never had the ability to dream. Now, kids are able to expand their minds and see the world and what it has to offer, thanks to the many volunteers who help provide opportunities for our kids.
So whether they are aspiring to be a healthcare professional or chef, or a builder or a farmer, our kids can now dream and set goals to obtain those dreams. It can become a reality with hard work, support, and quite frankly, you. Franktown is more than an inner city program for at-risk kids. We are a family, together striving to raise our community's next generation of leaders.
Together, we can keep this moving forward for our students. Together, let's raise up the next generation and help them reach their potential. Together, help these students become who God has made them to be. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Chris Barnhill, Executive Director of Franktown. As we begin our program, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the children that are going to be benefiting tonight, the children that we serve. All of our children live in Franklin. They attend schools with your kids. You see them in the grocery store, you drive by their communities every day on your way to work. But their world is probably dramatically different from yours. The crime rate in their community is the highest in the county. All but one of our families is in a single-parent household. Almost all live in rented housing, and over half are unemployed. This is an impoverished community. All of our children are on the free reduced lunch program, and we have 55 of our families making less than $15,000 a year. Many of our households do not own a car, which makes the simple task of going to a grocery store, going to the doctor, or getting a job problematic. Most of our kids are growing up without owning a computer or having internet. When resources for our families are so limited, any disruption or crisis can have a devastating impact on families that are already struggling to survive. Unexpected illnesses, a surprise bill, or a pandemic leaves families unable to bounce back. During the pandemic, Franktown had to pivot our programming. Our families were used to getting their children breakfast and lunch at school. Then Franktown would provide dinner during our nightly programming. But when schools got closed and we were forced to cease our programming, families simply did not have the resources to provide food for their children. Getting these children fed became our priority. During a normal year, we would serve our kids about 10,000 meals throughout a year. A few months ago, when schools closed, many families were unable to access food. And during that 9 to 10 week period, we served over 5,000 meals. We learned that 24 of our families did not even own pots and pans to cook with. We needed to serve them prepared meals. Franktown is committed to the mission of serving disadvantaged children, and when necessary, meeting the needs of the entire family. What Franktown does is not an entitlement program, though. We are training children, giving them educational and vocational tools, teaching them a work ethic. Our kids are able and willing to work. They're only asking for a tool and to be shown how to use it. You've heard the adage, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. But we go beyond teaching them to fish. We also give them the fishing pole, the tools they need, whether cooking utensils, a sewing machine, a computer, a vehicle to enable them to get a job. They are willing to work. They are only asking for the training, the tools, and the opportunity. As you watch the program tonight, I hope you will see the value of what we are doing as we serve the least of these, and consider supporting us through volunteering or with your financial support. Help us change the life of a child. Together we can provide our children the tools that they need to succeed.
Good evening. My name is Daniel Dixon, and I am the president of the board at Franktown. First, I want to thank each of you for tuning in and letting us show the work that our organization is doing. We appreciate you greatly. And let me just tell you, I am so excited about the future of Franktown. I'd like to spend the next few minutes sharing our vision for this organization. We are currently working with about 170 children ranging from first grade through high school, and we want to be working with many more children. But right now, we're at capacity due to physical space constraints. Put simply, we need a building. And today, we are forced to transport children every day from borrowed locations to do our programming, which is a logistical nightmare. Operating in this way requires more volunteers, more vehicles, more time, and more money, all of which could be focused on children, but instead are used to overcome our logistical challenges. For us to grow and serve even more children, we must have a permanent home. You saw earlier all the various programming we provide, and our goal is to have all of our programming in a single building. A building that would house educational programs like technology, art, music, personal finance, fashion and sewing, robotics, 3D printing, and so many more. The building would also be a home to vocational training in the culinary arts, automotive repair, woodworking, and welding. Ultimately, the building would serve as a safe space for children of this community to gain confidence, learn skills to prepare them for their next chapter in life, and most importantly, learn that God loves them. It is our vision that this space not only has a transformational impact on these children, but on our community as well. To make this vision a reality, the Franktown board has determined that soon, Franktown will embark on a capital campaign. A capital campaign that will transform this dream into a reality. We are currently exploring our options, and we are looking at land on which to build or existing buildings that could be modified to meet our needs. We're open to all opportunities. If you know of a possible location or a circumstance that could benefit us, I invite you to share that with us by contacting us on our website. If you see our vision, if our vision speaks to you, if you feel called to help, we have an immediate opportunity for you. Tonight only, and let me emphasize that, tonight only, we have an anonymous donor willing to match up to $100,000 for a fundraise for a Franktown building. If you would like to help us tonight and donate towards the building campaign, towards making this vision come true, your donation will be doubled. This opportunity only exists tonight, so please act now if our vision is a vision that you can support. You can donate by clicking the link on the screen. And in closing, I personally thank you for attending tonight and showing your interest in Franktown. I ask that you please pray for our organization and the children we serve. With your help, prayers, and financial generosity, we can truly make a difference in the lives of these precious children and our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon and Mr. Chris, and welcome back to the talk about more of Franktown's exciting premier items offered in the silent auction. Franktown Auction wants to present Lot 105, which is a year online dog training packaged by Chris Fido that will meet any need from puppies, older dogs, or dogs with behavior issues. This program includes well over 600 detailed dog training videos, addresses some of the most common training and behavior problems.
Franktown is also proud to offer Lot 106, an original painting by local artist Jason Saunders. This original fine art entitled The Old Well House is sure to enchant any spot in your home. Jason and painting are highly sought after by collectors throughout the world.
Next, Franktown is calling all wine lovers to Lot 107, a magnum bottle of Black by Black red wine inspired by arguably the top wine collector in the world, Tom Black, and the LA Times Winemaker of the Year, John Clinton.
Be sure to stick around for the final presentation of our premium items later in the show. Thanks.
Thanks, Anaya and Truvel, for showing us some amazing premier auction items. That was awesome. Someone is going to be lucky to take those items home.
It's time to get free. From shores of Africa. We know where real freedom comes from. From shores of Africa. It comes from Jesus Christ. He has come to liberate those in slavery. Freedom, y'all. Yeah, we cry freedom. Yeah, we cry freedom. Oh, we cry freedom. Ain't got no halo. Ain't got no halo. No wings to fly away. No wings to fly away. I've got to labor. I've got to labor. For many, many days. For many, many days. I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey. I'm looking for a place. I'm looking for a place. To rest my burden. To rest my burden. Far from this tyranny. Far from this tyranny. From the shores of Africa to the doors of America, with voices to heaven, bring for liberty. We cry freedom. Said we cry freedom. Yeah, we cry freedom. Yeah, we cry freedom. We marched in Bama. We marched in Bama. We marched in Tennessee. We marched in Tennessee. Brown men and white men, stood for equality. Yes, we did, y'all. We kept our chin up. We kept our chin up. We kept our dignity. We kept our dignity. This proclamation. Let everybody sing. Let everybody sing. From the shores of Africa and to the doors of America, with voices to heaven, bring for liberty. We cry freedom. Yeah, we cry freedom. Oh yeah, we cry freedom. Yeah, we cry freedom. Oh my. Bring it down, you all. Hey, yeah. What you doing? You free, y'all?
Next, I wanted to introduce you to some very important people to Franktown. We'll see testimonies from Martise Crawford, a former student of Franktown, and also a testimony from a mother-daughter duo currently in Franktown, Angel Tyas and Tamika Sawyers.
I grew up in Franklin, everywhere. We moved a lot. Yeah, I went to every elementary school here in Williamson County. So yeah, we got a single mom, 6 kids, so we got evicted a lot. So we had to move. My dad was in and out of our life a lot, so didn't spend a lot of time with him. The people in my area was just pretty much, everybody's probably on food stamps or working odd jobs just to get money, just to get by, and that was it. Here in my area, it was government housing, and right down the street from us is downtown Franklin, where it's like $1 million homes, and I truly didn't know much about that until maybe middle school, and just kind of opened my mind up a little bit more on how I can change my future. Drugs and gangs, I will say yes, once upon a time, I used to sell drugs. It was not the path I wanted to be on. I mean, it's a quick way to jail, and that wasn't for me at all. I would say I worked pretty hard. I went to class Monday through Thursday. I worked 10-hour shifts, so it was tough. It was very tough. Because of the mentors exposing me to electrical and plumbing, had me think that I was good at this. I got into trade school and it put me in the role I am now. Without that exposure, I would have never knew that I was good at these different trades. The mentors had a big part in that because they will push you to continue growing on what you did. If not, they won't let you give up, pretty much. They'll just push you until you succeed. My life now is a lot better than what it was. My vision was not to stay in Franklin, live in the community I was in. Between the hard work and dedication from Franktown, I was able to buy a house, get married, and live a better life. Franktown gave me the ability to dream and succeed with the tools they gave me, and I'm in a better position because of that.
My name is Tamika Sawyers, and my daughter is Angel Tyus.
My name is Angel Tyus. I am 17. I am in 12th grade at Centennial High School.
I learned about Franktown because I had two younger boys that was in Franktown when Franktown first started. So my older boys started with Franktown at first. Being a single parent, having young men, they taught them like a lot of stuff that I couldn't teach young men, different things to do, like so they did like woodwork and how to build things and work on cars. That's something I don't know how to do, is work on cars. And with the tutoring, because I work a lot, so it helps, with the tutoring.
My brothers encouraged me to go to Franktown to help me get closer to God and how to grow into a young woman.
Okay.
I earned the trip by earning good grades, community service, and attending Franktown.
Some kids, don't get to go on spring break trips, and that's a plus because you want to take your kids sometime to the beach and stuff, but you just really can't afford to take it to the beach. And I like it because they have to earn to go, because it shouldn't be like, okay, you just get to go to the beach. So she earned by going to doing the community service, going out and work, and that teaches kids that you have to work for what you want in life, and everything is not handed to you. So
my favorite programs at Franktown is the culinary, the boxing, and the girl talks. I took 4 weeks of automotive class, and I learned about all the parts of the cars and where they're located and how to change a tire. And then I went to driver's ed, which I learned basically about all the stuff that's in the book, and I'll take on my permit test. And for doing all of that, I got a car.
I have friends that have grandkids that I always tell them hey, let your kids join Franktown. They can learn a lot. And then, even though you go to church, but you never can get enough of God, because the kids need to learn more about God. But I tell the parents, hey, get Angel to sign you up for Franktown, because it's a really good program all the way around. Even not with just, it ain't about going on trips. It's about, getting to know God. And
when I get out of high school, I would like to go to Tuskegee University and major in nursing.
I hope it's for Angel to go to college and be what she want to be. If she want to be a nurse, I don't want nothing to have to hinder her from reaching her milestones of where she want to go in life.
Without Franktown, I wouldn't have anything fun to do after school. I wouldn't have a car. I wouldn't have gone on a lot of trips, and I wouldn't have had help on my homework. The 3 words that make me think of Franktown is family, God, and happiness.
We are on the way to deliver a car to one of our recent high school graduates, Devontae Favors. Devontae's been in our program for a lot of years, just an exceptional young man. He's been in our woodworking program, our automotive program. He went through our driver's ed program and has been just a wonderful, wonderful participant in everything we do, especially our community service activities. He hasn't missed a one. Very active in our church programming, and in fact, he just recently graduated from high school, and we got him an interview with the Lee Company, which will be a perfect fit for him because he's exceptional with his hands and repairing things. And in Devontae's case, he lives with his grandmother, who's just a sweet, sweet soul, but he doesn't have a car. And if we do get him this job and he qualifies and they do hire him at the Lee Company, he's going to need transportation to get there. So we're on our way because we were gifted with the car many, many months ago. The car now has been fixed and repaired through our automotive program. And now we're on our way to gift it to him so that he can get a job, and that cycle of generational poverty that his parents were under, and et cetera, Devontae is not going to go back to welfare. No. That cycle ends here. And this is going to be one of the tools he uses to break that cycle, to get a job, be gainfully employed, and get him launched on the right course.
Okay, we have it for you today.
Oh, look at the
phone! I just love it!
You think that could fit in your pocket?
Definitely. I believe it.
Thank you.
Oh, I know you're working. I'm sorry.
This card giveaway from Franktown is letting me know that Franktown is true to their word. He's been in there for years, and you know what? It was just a surprise coming today, and I thank God for that. It just means so much. It means job comes next, okay? Because he has transportation to go to it. You see this beautiful car? Open the door, and here it is, okay? That's one of the blessings. My other grandkids are here, lost in the car. We thank you. It has done a lot for the family. And you know what? It will continue, and I know it. You want your children involved in something that you know spiritually will guide them to the next step. I will not let them be involved in anything but what God wants for them. Franktown has done that. I just really, all of them. My job while I'm still here is for them to carry on the way the Lord wants them to carry on. And that's what we're here for.
I would just like to thank Franktown for this gift. It helped me move around, get things done. Job, yeah. Thank you all.
We've heard amazing stories tonight of lives that have been changed through the ministry of Franktown. And being friends with Brandon and Crystal Tennant, I've been able to see firsthand the impact Franktown is having on our community. You see, Franktown is something different for each person who comes and plays a part. For some, it's a place they finally feel like they belong, where they feel seen, heard, valued, where they feel loved. It's a shoulder to cry on for some, and for others, it's a helping hand from everything from critical life skills to homework and college prep. For some, Franktown is an eye-opener. It's a place where a kid begins to dream about their future. For some, it's a place of friendship and community, while for others, it's a place of learning where they discover direction and purpose in life, where they find a plan beyond high school. For some, it can be a break for tough challenges they may be facing personally. For others, it's a place of healing, but for all who come to Franktown, it is a place where they can find hope, no matter what harsh realities they may be facing, and that hope is Jesus. They are met at the door with open hearts and open arms, just as they are reminded that they are loved by a God who knew them even before they were formed in their mother's womb, and that He has a plan for their life. God is moving in Franktown. Over the past few years, more than 30 kids gave their lives to Christ and have professions of faith. Isn't that incredible? Kids are being accepted and going to college and enrolling in trade schools who before thought that was something that would have never been possible for them. God is using Franktown to change the lives of some of Franklin's most vulnerable, most in-need kids. He is making the impossible possible because that's who He is and that's what He does. And He's calling us to play a part in their stories. By giving to Franktown, we can ensure that the gospel of Jesus is reaching into the toughest parts of our city and bringing hope and light into the darkness. The funds raised here tonight will provide funding for programs for the remainder of the year, giving our inner city youth the opportunity to grow and flourish physically, mentally, and spiritually. They will have hope. And if you yourself have ever experienced the power of hope, then you know that hope changes everything. You never know how high a child can soar with hope. Tonight, in the sweet videos and vibrant pictures, you could have seen our next city leaders, doctors, teachers, pastors, worship leaders, and world changers. So tonight, I'm here to ask you to join me, join my family, join Franktown, become a Franktown sponsor, and literally change the course of a child's life. This is our town, our community, and these are our kids. We can be the hands and feet of Jesus right now in our own backyards. We can do this together. The question tonight is, will you join with us and together work to change the lives of our kids? If you are watching with an event host, they can provide you more information about how to give. But if you aren't, you can click the link in the description or head to franktownopenhearts.com to go directly to our donation page. If you believe in the power of hope, then I want you to step out in faith, become a sponsor, and donate to a proven ministry that continues to fulfill the lives and hopes of these deserving students in this community. The options for giving are simple. I would love to encourage you to give monthly, which helps so much with budgeting for Franktown for the year. And I know Franktown will do better if the number of monthly givers just skyrockets. So please consider the monthly option. In addition to monthly giving, you can also give a one-time donation. You will find the one-time donation options on our giving page and website. No gift is too small or too big. Both ways can be easily done on the silent auction page and the Franktown website. Now, if you have a number in your head right now, I'm going to ask that you pray and consider giving a little bit more. Become part of the hope. Become part of the solution. Together, we can make a difference. So right now, we are going to play a song. And as this song plays, I want you to consider your gifts. And click on the link in the description or visit franktownopenhearts.com to give right now. This is the moment where you are being called to action. So please don't wait. Give right now. Once the song is over, please stay for a special segment from the executive director for a few notable things to come. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let's take action. Let's give right now.
You say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And
Well, we have done it. We have reached the last of our premiere items, as well as the end of our show. Chevelle, let's tell them about the final item.
Okay, Franktown presents Lot 108 from another local artist known for her paintings of the countryside with the original One Hay of a Good Time by Cheryl Wall. Cheryl finds inspiration in the beautiful rural communities in Tennessee. This painting will become a focal point in your home for years to come.
And for our last premiere item, Lot 109, Franktown represents a custom business assessment by Capstone, which is perfect for the business owners who are interested in buying or selling a business, merging or growing a business, or managing conflicts within a business. This package includes a 101 consultation tailored to your business needs. Don't forget to bid on these items and more at GiveSmart.
That's right, bidding ends in about 23 hours. So stay tuned into our silent auction website to keep bidding. Good luck.
Now to you, Mr. Chris, for some important remarks.
Thank you for being a part of the evening tonight. Before we sign off, I wanted to tell you about 2 upcoming events and ways that you could get involved. If you want to volunteer or participate in one of these activities or others, go to our website and sign up. You can use your talents, your passions, your God-given abilities to serve a child. The first upcoming event is our Christmas shopping event, which will be held on December 12th. We will need approximately 100 families to partner with a child to take them Christmas shopping. Franktown provides the money. Your job will be to transport a child to the various stores to help them shop for gifts for their family members. Then you enjoy a Christmas meal afterwards, wrap presents, and then you take them home. It happens on a Saturday morning and only takes a few hours, so you won't even miss any afternoon football games. Secondly, Franktown puts on a drive-through Christmas light show, which will open Thanksgiving night at the Williamson County Ag Expo Center, right off Interstate 65 and at exit number 69. This is the Paytonsville Road exit. This is a COVID-friendly event. You ride through the light displays in the comfort of your car, you listen to Christmas music and get into the holiday spirit with your family. And 100% of the proceeds from the event go to Franktown and our building campaign, so you can feel good about the cost donation. We will need hundreds of volunteers to make this happen, mostly just directing traffic through the course. And information about both of these events can be soon found on our website. It's franktownopenhearts.com. And remember, the auction ends tomorrow night at 7 p.m., so get those bids in fast.
Thank you, Mr. Chris, and thanks to all that joined us tonight. We really appreciate you sticking around.
Also, thank you for loving and supporting Franktown. We could not do this without you. Remember, we can accomplish more together.
Together, bye.